Lab 16 is going to be your last challenging lab and the last lab that is going to be worth 15 points because you're going to show me 2 videos and a completed worksheet. And I'm going to kind of give you hints on how to do the completed worksheet after I show you the 2 videos of the setups. Your videos have to show me your switches working, so demonstrate your switches for me to get your full 5 points for each video. You're going to have a video for situation 1, and then you're going to have a video for situation 4. So let's get started. Okay, in Lab 16, you're going to have to show me 2 videos. And the first video, you're going to have to set up a bulb, 2 cells, and a switch in parallel. And what's cool about this one is a surprise. Normally, if you turn the switch on in your house, the light goes on. But this is wired kind of crazy, and that watch what happens when I turn this switch on. The light bulb goes out. Well, what would that be? Remember, electrons always take the path of least resistance. They're sort of like any human being. They want to take the easy way. So when I have the switch off, there's only one route the electrons can take to complete the circuit. So they have to go through the bulb. But as we've learned, the bulb is very highly resistant. It's the hardest thing for electrons to go through. So when I close this switch up, they have an easier path they can take.
Hey, kids.
So they do. They take the path through the wires. Love you too, Joe. Okay. Now the second part of Lab 16. The setup is going to be the hardest part. So I really want you to pay attention to my setup, because if you don't get this wrong, you can't get your 5 points for this part. You're going to have 2 batteries in series. So here's my 2 batteries in series. And along one line, right along this wall here, you're going to have 2 cells. So here is my, or 2 bulbs. Here's my bulb, here is my bulb. And I just got them paper clipped here. But if you look, in between my 2 bulbs, I'm going to have a line, a parallel line coming down with a switch. So right here, here's my 2 bulbs. And in between them, I'm going to have a line going down with my switch. And then my other switch goes at the very end, opposite of my batteries. So here is that switch right here. So I have 2 switches and 2 bulbs and 2 batteries. And this other line right here that completes the circuit is just a line of ribbon right here. Just a line of ribbon. So now we're going to do number 5 together. And it says left switch only. Switch L only goes on. So my switch L is the one, if you look here, switch L is the one that is in the middle of the 2 bulbs. So I'm going to turn that on, and we're going to see what happens with our light bulbs. So I'm going to turn on switch L, and lo and behold, what happens? Only one light turns on because the electricity has a complete circuit here only. There is no circuit that can get, no electrons can flow here because there's a break here in your wiring. So only this light bulb can light. The next situation says switch R only. So if I turn this bulb switch on, I think you could probably guess what's going to happen if I switch this on. So if I turn this switch on, you can see both of them come on. This one is very dim, it must be burning out, but both lights are illuminated because I have a complete circuit all the way around. Electricity doesn't flow here. Now the third situation, we're going to turn on both switches. So now if I keep on this switch and I turn on this switch, what happens? Well, electricity could flow through here, but that's such a long path, and we learned in an earlier lab, electricity wants to go short routes and through the fat wires. So here it goes. It's going through this route. It could go through here, but that's just too long. So it just takes the easy short route over and over again, and it is too lazy to come all the way out here. So to get it to come out there, I need to turn this switch off, so then it has no choice but to go around the outside and light up both bulbs. Okay, so now I want to help you with the worksheet part, and I'm going to help you just a little bit with each section. So on the first box, you're going to just diagram the circuit, it says. So I'm going to need a bulb, so I'm going to make my bulb, boop, and I'm going to need a cell, long, short, oops, sorry, and then I'm going to need a switch. And I'm going to close it. Okay, so there it is. And so number 2 says build the circuit. We did. When I pressed the switch on, when I turned on the switch, what happened to the bulb? So you write your answer here and then explain how your circuit worked. And in the video, if you listen to what I say, I tell you why this happened. So that will be your answer in this box. But you need to watch the video to get the answers and build the circuit. Now for number 5 over here, I'm going to kind of show you what you need to do. For every single answer, you need to draw this exact diagram over here. Okay, I'm just going to draw the last one down here. I didn't want you to waste time watching me draw, but I also wanted you to see how I drew run real fast. Short, long, and I got to go put my circles around my bulbs. Now, on the first one, it says left switch only on. So I'm just going to connect that one and turn that switch on. And then you have to show me which bulbs light up by putting little sparkles around it. If both bulbs light up, you would put sparkles around both. On the second one, or if only this one lit up, you would only put sparkles around this one. If neither one of them lit up, don't put any sparkles. On the second situation, it says right switch on only. So you're going to close that switch and you're going to indicate with little sparkles which of these bulbs lit up. One, both, or none of them. And then the last one, you're going to shut both switches and then indicate with sparkles which bulbs lit up. Again, I show you in the diagram, so you should get a 5 out of 5 on your worksheet irregardless. Don't forget to do number 6. The hard part is going to be recreating it and showing me your videos, 5 points for each video. Don't forget to demonstrate that how your switches work. All right, good luck. Get to it.